Welcome to today's video, guys. Today we're going to take you through a full day of eating for fat loss. So this is going to be the exact diet I'm using to get absolutely shredded for the summer. So I'm going to take you through step by step every meal I'm eating, exactly why I'm eating those at certain times, and why I choose those foods. So if you follow along through the full video, there's going to be loads of tips and nuggets to help you get in the best shape of your life. Firstly, comment below what your goals are and what you're looking to try and achieve this year. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to get into the first meal, which is going to be a pre-workout meal, where we're going to have oats, whey protein, blueberries, and then we're going to go train some legs at Binus Gym over here in Dubai. So step number one, we're going to use gluten-free oats. So anyone out there watching, I'd highly suggest you don't use normal oats because they will cause more bloating and digestive distress. So I'm using oats currently in a cutting phase because they're more filling, digest slower than previously I was using cream of rice or rice flour, which actually in Dubai ended up being like this stuff, which is really easy to digest, very high carbohydrates. However, this is more filling, so when you're dieting, it is easier to use that. Step number two, frozen blueberries. This is the number one superfood if you want to lose body fat because they are very low in calories, 100 grams, things like 46 calories, very low in carbs, very low glycemic index, very high in antioxidants as well, so very, very good for you, and also add some flavor to it. Frozen ones are cheaper, and then they also tend to taste better, I think. Frozen blueberries are a bit like dessert. So now we have added these two together. The next stage is very simply one previously boiled kettle, stir, and then we're just going to stick this in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes, and then the final step is going to then be to add 1.5 scoops of whey protein. We have a good consistency, you just need to give it a decent stir. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in 1.5 scoops of whey protein, so this is going to be about 40 grams of protein. Decent stir. And then while this will be too hot to eat, what I'm then going to do is then make my intra-workout drink. So during training, I'd highly recommend using carbohydrates, glutamine, creatine, and essential amino acids to aid performance and aid recovery. And that's how you can train harder for longer and also not get injured. Yep. Rule number one of making intra-workout drinks is do it in the sink because you will get shit everywhere. So what I'm using is 25 grams of, it's a broken bit of the scoop. We don't want to be drinking that. Is 25 grams of cyclic dextrin. So I'm using, whatever this is, Barbell that I bought out here in Dubai. So we're using that for carbohydrates into a workout. Reason we use cyclic dextrin is because it's a low molecular weight carbohydrate, which means that it doesn't pull blood into your stomach when you're working out. So the old adage when your mum told you not to go swimming after you've eaten is partly true because when you eat food, it pulls blood into your stomach. However, something like this pulls minimal blood in, which is why we use that. It's almost like I did that for camera. We are then going to use 5 grams of creatine. So I always suggest using creatine, the most researched supplement out there that actually works. So it uses ATP, which is helps stored form of energy within muscle cells to help you build more muscle by increasing explosive power and muscle endurance. Also, studies have shown that if you take creatine, you burn 50 extra calories a day, apparently. So next up, what we're going to do is we're going to add in 20 grams of glutamine. So glutamine is very good for gut health and improving your central nervous system. So 77% of our immune system is actually based within our digestive tract. So if we can optimize gut health and use glutamine, which is an amino acid, it makes a lot of sense that will help. So we use this during training. And then lastly, this is actually branched chain amino acids. Ideally, I've just run out. I would use essential amino acids, but we have run out, so we will use what we have. So if you ever want to know what a chemical looks like, that's probably not natural flavings, I'm going to guess. But so I will use 2 scoops of this. Normally I'd use an essential amino acid, so ideally you'd want 20 grams of EEAs. And we want essential amino acids ideally because your body cannot produce those themselves. So however, we only have branched chain amino acids at the moment, so we'll use that. Final step, fill the plastic bottle to the top. It almost self-mixes. I would always recommend you mix it in at least 1 litre to 1.5 litres of water. You can drink more if you wanted, but I wouldn't do less than half a litre because you need to have it in some type of fluid to keep you hydrated. And I will start drinking this probably But as I start warming up at the gym, it's about 5 minutes before training, I give it a good mix. And next step, because it's hot here in Dubai, we're going to put this in the freezer. So the ideal goal is that when we get to the gym, some of this is partly frozen, and then it's nice ice cold whilst training. So there's also a weird thing here that people don't like cold drinks. So if you go somewhere, they ask if you want room temperature water or cold water. I really don't like room temperature water, so it's cold is the best. So step number 1 of pre-workout is you always need to have ice, which always sticks together. Before you do that. So ideally for this, you want to use this around 30-60 minutes before training. Ideally 60 minutes with pre-workout, so this is the legacy from Muscle Nation. Green apple flavour, use code Charlie for 10% off. Link is below the video somewhere. And what you want to do, optimally, is have this an hour before training, because caffeine takes an hour to peak in your bloodstream, which is why it's really dumb when people turn up at the gym and take a pre-workout, because when does it kick in? Or in the car on the way home, not during the workout, so don't do that. Okay, so we have just picked up the haul from Spinny, so this is like about a minute from where I live, and this is one of the hacks in terms of living in Dubai, that you can get food very easily available to you, which is very healthy. So we picked up 2 chicken breasts, some tabbouleh, some rice, some Caesar salad, and it was about £9. So easy peasy. We'll go back and we'll show you exactly what we're going to be eating. A tactical tip is using scissors to cut up chicken breasts. In particular, you tend to cook whole chicken breasts, as Spinnies do. They tend to get quite dry in the middle, so I'm cutting this one up, which is actually Lewis's one, into very easy bite-sized chunks using a set of decent scissors. So what we're going to have, for me, is 200 grams of white rice and around 150 grams of chicken. Oh, shit. That is 201. And then I'll have tabbouleh for vegetables, so we'll just put that in there and mix that into the rice, which adds the secret sauce. Reduced sugar ketchup, so we'll put that on the chicken. And then there's a healthy, nutritious meal in about 1 second, which is very easy to do. So protein, carbs, and obviously some fats within the chicken, which is very easy. So we sat aside and enjoy this, and this is my second meal of the day, post-workout meal. So this is the optimal multitasking. What you do after training is you sit here and enjoy your food, but you also take your top off and enjoy the sun a bit for natural vitamin D exposure, and also to work on this glorious suntan, which I'm working on. So I'll take this off quickly. But this is the key. Also, vitamin C and sunshine, vitamin D and sunshine make you happy. So if you can sit outside and you're in a warm place, I would highly suggest doing so, even for just a little bit of the day. One of the biggest things I like doing is spending much time outdoors as possible, because I think it just helps a lot with you being happier in life. But we'll enjoy this after training. Okay, so this is meal 3 after a very nice hour by the pool reading. I don't know what the book is was reading, but it's very good. So we're going to have around 140 grams of chicken, again, a Spinny special. And then what I'm going to do for carbs, I'm actually going to break in 3 rice cakes like this. So if you're on a lower carbohydrate diet, this is a really sneaky tactic to bulk your food out. So I literally would break them up like that, and it just gives a little different texture. So this is super, super sneaky. And it's a really easy way to bulk your meals out. So each rice cake is around 6 grams of carbohydrates. So for these 3 rice cakes, we've got a whopping 18 grams of carbs. And then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to add on some more of the tabbouleh, which I appear to be addicted to since moving to Dubai. Also randomly, spinach costs £4 a bag, and I'm not paying that. So hence why I'm eating a lot of this. So we'll add tabbouleh into here. Oh shit, probably a decent chunk of it. And then for some difference, I might try a different sauce. So anyone who's watched any of my previous food videos on YouTube You will recognise this. I don't think it's even been opened yet. The Frank's Red Wing Buffalo Hot Sauce, so it's very low in calories and carbohydrates. So if I can open it. So you can tell this has been used yet. So this is painful. There we go. So we're gonna put a bit of that on there. Not too much because it's quite spicy. Ooh. And then that's going to be meal 3. So 140 grams of chicken, 3 rice cakes, some tabbouleh, Frank's hot sauce, and we're in for the win. Plus one other thing, my afternoon caffeine pickup before another hour of hardcore work, and then I'll be going for a walk outside around the marina to get my steps in. Currently trying to do 16,000 steps a day, and then we'll have another Starbucks coffee and then take a few more video calls. Okay, so one of the things I'm trying to do at the moment to lose body fat is doing 16,000 steps a day. So I structure this by having in 2 extra walks. So after training, I will then sit by the pool for an hour and read. I will then eat a meal, do an hour or 2's work. I'll then come into the marina here. I'll probably listen normally to my headphones, have on some motivational stuff, and walk for 30 minutes, get some steps. And then I'll go and get another coffee from Starbucks, which we'll show you what I'm gonna get in a minute. So at the moment we're getting our steps in. I've got some very jazzy new Vivo barefoot shoes that are very bright, very comfortable. These are first time fresh out of the box. I have got a discount code. I'll put it in the video below, I don't even know what it is. It will help you out if you want some. I highly suggest you have flat feet. Now we're gonna enjoy the rest of our walk. If you wanna lose weight, don't run, walk. Okay, so we have got now coffee before we're gonna do some more work. So this is a flat white with almond milk and sugar-free vanilla syrup. So not a huge amount of caffeine, but someone's giving me a bit of a perk up in the afternoon. And then I'm gonna go do some work. So that I don't really track these in my nutrition because I tend to have a staple every day. I'll just manipulate the rest of my nutrition for the day, but it's just something worth mentioning that I do include. Okay, so we have now got meal number 4, and we're gonna have 50 grams of oats, 50 grams of blueberries. We're gonna add in only 1 scoop of protein, which is gonna be 25 grams, because I'm gonna go out and have a steak later on, which will take you along for and show you how we eat out and stay on track. So this is 25 grams of protein, slightly less than I would normally have. So we'll mix that in, try not to make a mess. As always advised, kids, I would always suggest you do this in the sink because you will make a lot of mess otherwise. And this bowl is probably slightly on the small side. And what I also do, because I like sweet things, is I'll add some stevia to this. You can deadlift 220 kilos, I can't open a fucking sweetener. So add that in to make it sweeter. And I'll also add this. So this improves insulin sensitivity, cinnamon, and it's very, very good for you. So it's basically how well your body controls blood sugar. And that's meal number 4 or 5. Next one's coming up. Okay, so we have got last meal of the day. I'm not going to drop this on the floor. So that's fillet steak, green beans that are probably a bit oily, and baked potatoes. So easy example, if you're going to eat out and you're not sure what to do, I'd always get something like a fillet steak, and then veg, and if you're supposed to have carbs, have a potato. Ideally don't have French fries like Lewis has. I'd probably not have that rather than have carbohydrates, but that's an easy choice for our last meal of the day. And also have it rare, don't have it well done, you're a criminal if you do. Okay, so that's a wrap on today's video. So full breakdown of exactly what I'm eating in my current cutting phase, even included a meal out at Tony Roman's, which is actually somewhere over there. So the macros today was roughly around, obviously the meal out, throw things a little bit from precision, but we're aiming for 200 grams of protein, 250 grams of carbohydrates, around 47 grams of fat. So in total it should be around 2,300 calories, give or take. Realistically, because we're eating out, it'll be a little bit more than that, it's probably around 2,500. I've also hit my 16,000 steps using my Oura Ring to track that. Now, I hope this video gives you a breakdown in terms of how you structure your day in terms of nutrition, maybe a bit of what my day in life looks like here in Dubai. So make sure you smash the like button and comment below if you want to see more day in life videos, if you want to see more full days of eating, or what exactly you want to see on this channel and how I can help you get better results. So make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell as well to make sure more of you are seeing the videos. Now, if you want help with your own fitness journey as well, you can hit the link below this video. You can book in your free 6-pack strategical session with myself and the CJ coaching team, so we can help you map out your fat loss macros exactly like mine, which again, don't copy what I eat today exactly, because this won't work for you. You need to have everything bespoke to you, and that's exactly what we discussed with you on a free 6-pack strategy call, which you can book in the link below here. So that's it. We'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace out from Dubai.